Tomorrow group drive.
Yes.
This is the largest group drive we've done to date. And we're very grateful to have more than
I'm gonna show you guys all the cars that turn up today.
set to go.
Alright, so this is Makers of Tomorrow. So Volvo Cars Malaysia, and of course Horizon. We invited our Evo Club members who own Volvos to come over here, and it's a celebration of all things Volvo. Alright, so as you know, Volvo set up the first factory out of Sweden in Malaysia in 1967. Alright, and ever since then they have been building cars in Malaysia, exporting cars out of Malaysia, helping the Malaysian economy grow, building the supplier network for preparing Malaysia to be a car building nation. Without Volvo setting foot in Malaysia, it will not be that easy for us to have a car industry at all, because the suppliers and all that were set up, right? And here we see just now the Volvo 122, the Amazons, the P1800s. There are a couple of them today. You know, the 240s, 940s, 960s, the 850s, the S90s, S70s, XC40, all these cars here, S80, the V40. And we see the transitional, you know, from carburetors, twin carburetors, injections, direct injections, all the way to turbochargers, hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and to battery EV. Volvo has been evolving all these years, and Malaysia and Volvo has always been a part of that. That's why we call it the Makers of Tomorrow today, because Volvo has been with us all along. All these years since the 1967s, you know, Volvo has been around with Malaysia. Oh, that's a lovely. See that little badge? See that little badge? Alright, these are the EVs, you know, and then the hybrids. So everybody's here. So nice to see everybody here. Yep. So yeah, today we're gonna convoy from here at KLGCC, and then we will drive up from here, and then we will pass through quite some historical monuments, because it's August and it's our National Day month. And next month we always celebrate August and September together, because our Independence Day falls on the 31st of August, and then our Malaysia Day falls on 16th of September. So it's always almost like a 2-month celebration in Malaysia. So by having this Makers of Tomorrow drive, Volvo celebrate this together with Malaysians, and then to continue build the nation together, which they have been building alongside us 50 over years ago until now. Alright, so there we see Charles Frump hopping into the 850. Oh, that's an 850R. This is the car that was in BTCC. One wheel up on the curbs, overtaking the competitors. Yes, that's when Volvo went racing in a wagon, you know, bringing a family car to whoop the toot of other car makers. Alright, so that was a glorious era, a glorious car. Right. So, yep. Lovely. This is the car that I'll be hopping in today. 240 wagon by my colleague Chris Wee. And look at that. Evo Enduro. Alright, so this is proper wagon, you know, rear wheel drive, manual, lovely. Alright, so yep, what a day, what a day. And alright, so I'm very happy to be here. I'm very thrilled to be doing this together with Volvo. Alright, yeah, lovely. Yeah.
We could do it like we do in the newspaper, where you get like a car launch.
Alright. The photo is here. That side. Yep. Everybody's here.
Please don't be there. Don't worry. Don't always use some shame. Come on, buddy. Don't be shy. You understand the sun. Plenty of space.
We enjoy being together. Let's take this day and celebrate that. Thank you all so much for coming on an early Saturday. Let's have a great day. Thank you.
Coming together, knowing that we still have the same values, that truly is amazing, as Charles mentioned. But we also want to have a special shout out to a few people who have been very kind to lend not just their time.
Alright, all of us are walking towards our cars now. Joseph is ready. Everybody's gonna go up our cars, start our engines, and drive off slowly. Hey, hello, hello, 你好，你好，又见到你们了。Hello, hello, 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 hello. 啊，这家人真漂亮。Hello.
This is where we're having our group photo, okay? This is where we're having our group photo.
Alright,
Here, right?
we're gonna have a group photo here with everybody.
By the help of all the tall people, there's no sequence, no grouping, everyone's friends right here, right? So tall folks, who are the tall folks? Come and stand in one row in front, and then we'll group the rest as we go down, alright? Anybody tall, someone right here, facing that way. Yeah, facing this way. Exactly where I am right here. Okay, so the background.
So we're gonna take a group photo before we roll off. Alright? Alright, we're ready to roll. I'm in Chris Wee's car, my brother, my buddy.
In the brick wagon.
Yeah, of all the people here, I know him the longest.
Yes.
This whole place today. Like 200-300 people. Yeah, he's my oldest buddy here. He is the first guy when I joined the industry. He's my idol. And he actually walked over and talked to me.
It's like, hey, you're Bobby.
I'm like, wow, this guy is such a, a big figure in our industry, and he walked over and say hi to me. Others won't do that. Others won't do that. Their nose point up the sky, but not him.
My nose very low.
Yeah. Alright, look at that. The Volvo, the Amazons, the 122, 1-800.
Yo! See you, man!
Hey, that's how your horn sounds? So lovely. Wow.
Running out of road? Yeah.
So we have driven from the Kuala Lumpur Golf and Country Club out onto Federal Highway, which is passing by the Volvo dealer, the famous Volvo dealer along Federal Highway. It's almost a landmark now, right? And then very soon we will pass by National Museum, right? So which is also one of the historical buildings in Malaysia, one of our national monuments, and means a lot to the country as well, and of course very suitable for today's theme, makers of tomorrow. I mean, you have to know your past to know where to go tomorrow, right? So that's our national mosque. No, National Museum. What am I talking about? Sorry, the National Museum became mosque, which is nearby as well. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the National Museum, and this is also the famous turn where we made a turn, and then we will pass by the front of this beautiful building, which is our National Museum. And I just love the greenery and fauna here. I mean, I really love how the roads were built in KL back in those days, always with these sort of, there's a lot of greenery around, and a lot of turns and all that. I just hope modern townships don't build that much straight roads and junctions, Make the roads turn. They're beautiful to look at, beautiful to drive on. All right, that's our museum. It's a very iconic building and beautiful. It's a beautiful building. Look at that. Yep. All right. Next up would be the train station, and of course we have the modern buildings up front, right? The world's second tallest tower, and which is in the Chris.
No problem.
Which is in the form or silhouette of our founding father, or the we call it the nation's father, Tunku Abdul Rahman, when he declared independence for the country. So then we'll pass by Majestic Hotel, okay, which is based on an old building as well. And over here we have some old colonial buildings, which properly embodies, on the very birth of Malaysia back in 1957. Yeah, having these cars driven through these roads and passing by our what used to be our train station, an absolutely beautiful building. I just hope they never shifted out to the train station. It's such a beautiful building. And then over to our left, also a building from the colonial era, where you see the influence from the Indian continental. I mean, that's where the Brits were based, and then they bring forth the architecture into Malaysia, which makes for a sight to behold. Right, and after that we're gonna pass by our Bank Negara, our central bank, and this is the National Mosque. This is our National Mosque, alright? A very, very beautiful building as well.
Exit the roundabout.
So, if sometimes when we pass by KL, if we just take a moment to slow down and look around, it's actually a beautiful city. That's Daya Bumi, another iconic building in Malaysia,
Very
in
old
Kuala
building.
Lumpur. Yeah,
When Diabumi first opened, it was a marvel.
right.
It was the architecture was a marvel.
Such a beautiful building,
Yeah.
right? Daya
Continue
Bumi.
straight.
Yeah. What a beautiful, beautiful building with Islamic architecture design, and it's just absolutely stunning to look at.
Continue straight.
You know, I always love passing by this part of KL.
Diabumi, when it first opened, it actually made international news.
Wow!
Yeah, it was one of the first buildings to actually be featured overseas in terms of architecture, in terms of design.
And I love that glass
Yeah.
building right next to it, right?
Amazing.
Actually, Apple should open their store here. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 400 meters.
Yeah,
Take
these
the
are
exit to the left.
these are the very first highways that we built in the country, and that's we're passing by we call it the Dataran Merdeka. All right,
Tallest
which is
flagpole.
a beautiful area as well. The Selangor Club. Yeah. Look at KL from this angle, it's just stunning to look at. All right, Kuala Lumpur is a beautiful. That's the Royal Club of Selangor. And then we're gonna be on the roundabout, and then we're gonna drive in.
Oh, and we're going to pass the National Press Club.
Oh,
Not many people know about that, but
I
all
was
the
there.
reporters, all the
Yeah.
reporters used to
Yes.
go there and wet their whistles after a hard day of reporting.
Yeah.
It's a little hidden building on the left after
Yeah.
the roundabout.
I'm not sure if they are still operational.
I think they might be, you know,
Hope they are.
yellow, small little yellow building.
So that building in front is our central bank, Bank Negara. Right, and then here we're gonna make a left turn. We pass by Botanic Garden, Lake Garden, or we call it Lake Garden, which is a very huge park in the center, in the heart of KL. Yeah, that's the building housing the
It's hidden,
National
but there
Press
it is,
Club.
the
Yep.
yellow building. That's the National Press Club. There you go.
It's still there.
National Press
Yeah. Alright. And this part of KL is also very stunning.
Gorgeous. The bird park is on the right.
Beautiful, yeah. I just love this area of Kuala Lumpur is absolutely stunning, beautiful.
It's like the green lung of
Yeah, the city, right?
what's that? It's like a half a bridge. No, it is. Nice.
Oh, did they build something here? Wow, so nice. Okay, there's a fountain. That's some projects by DBKL, I suppose.
Yep.
Right. Some walkways. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful place. Wow, look at that. What a sight. What a sight. Nice. So further up front is our Istana Negara, the National Palace, the new one. But then we're not making that turn up. We'll be turning left here and then head off to Bangsar BSC, park our cars, and head for lunch later. And that's a 122 wagon and a P1800. Whoa, look at it turn. I love seeing these old cars, the poise of them making the turn. Oh, so nice. Alright. Oh, look at that. So we have arrived at Bangsar BSC shopping complex. It was a short drive, but I suppose the monuments we passed by is a meaningful one. Alright, so we're gonna park our cars in there and have lunch with everybody else. And yeah, this guy shouldn't make the turn.
Yeah, you should have just waited there.
Yeah. Oh well. So yep, now we're turning in BSC for lunch. Right. Oh, that's the left-hand drive car. So
he's got to get the security
he
to
had
help
to
him.
he had to get the security to help him. Oh, I just love this. Oh, DHL guy is really nice.
Oh, so nice of him.
Yeah.
See, why can't all people be like that?
Lovely. Alright, we're here. We've arrived.
Yay!
And time to park our cars together and have lunch and everybody chit chat. Yeah, yes. And get to know one another. Okay, coming. HB. Sorry. Super nice. Yeah, we've all arrived here and I just want to say hi. You guys look on point. It's like so lovely, so lovely. You're really dressed up.
Yes, we were told to dress up, so we thought everybody else dressed up as well, but it's okay.
So lovely. Like the 50s vibe. Look at the shoes. Look at the shoes. Alright, yep. What a lovely session. Some of them were parked upstairs, some of them here. Hello? Where do you park, Jade? Ah, okay. Oh, look at this. This is modern era. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Yep, that's how Volvo has evolved. Lovely. And so we're here at BSC over here. So Later on, we're gonna head upstairs for lunch. But this is the Makers of Tomorrow Roadshow by Volvo, Federal Auto. Right, this is a lovely 144. Right, and here is a lovely Amazon 122. And of course, everybody's here. A lot of them are still parking their cars. And you can head over to Bangsa Shopping Complex today and check out this roadshow where, you know, Volvo actually puts up this lovely setup, you know, with coffee, and you can have a look at the shared history Volvo had with Malaysia. All right, so right, see that celebration of Malaysia's Independence National Day, because it's August month, right? So Volvo actually set up in Malaysia 57 years ago. All right, the first car maker to be in Malaysia and the harbinger of Malaysia's automotive industry. Without Volvo setting up here, exporting cars ever since, we would have never had a vibrant car making history, right? Like we as a country wouldn't have dreamt of doing this, right? And of course, Volvo cars, you have this since 1959 because Volvo invented the seat belt and gave the patent to every single car maker for free because they know it saves lives. All right, this is 1967. The Volvo 144 became the first Volvo to be assembled at a plant outside of Sweden. Yup, and it's made here in Malaysia. And now they embrace battery EV, plug-in hybrid. And Malaysia is also the regional export hub for ASEAN region. Indonesia, Taiwan, Thailand, Philippines and Vietnam. All right, and the modern cars. I used to have the XC90. I still love it. And yeah, lovely. Can't wait to get into a Volvo next time. Probably the EX90 or EX30. Yeah. Yes. So for those of you who want to move into EV, right, you can check out the C40. And for those of you who can have only one car and then you want it to be versatile as possible, the new generation Volvo plug-in hybrids, they offer electric range of up to 70 km. So think about it when you get one like this, right? 2-liter twin charge T8 power plant, 400 over horsepower, and then when it's fully charged, you can use the car daily without even firing up the engine, right? The plug-in hybrids with a 70-80 km range is groundbreaking. Yeah. In terms of how it's gonna be used, because those days, like mine was like 20-30 km, right? But then when it's 70, you can send your kids to school, come home, go and do your grocery, and have a day's worth of driving, and then plug it back and charge. And then the next day, you're gonna wake up with another 70-80 km range. All right. So yep, this is the Volvo Makers of Tomorrow roadshow over here in Bangsa Shopping Complex. Okay, and do come over here and check it out. And then we're gonna go have lunch later on. Yeah, lovely, just lovely. All right, there's a Volvo C40 being displayed outside. Right, these are all the restaurants and all that here. So lovely to have C40 here. All right, full EV. The infotainment runs on Google, so it's very user friendly. Yep, very nice. All right, and then let's go in. Yep, that's it. I'm gonna go have lunch now. Cheers. And of course, lunch. What are Malaysians without some makan session, right? Yeah, lovely. Have a great day, everybody. Yeah.